I know we booked you to talk about the state of and I will get to that because I know that you want to talk about that. But just one more question. What do you say to people who say Iran fired upon, not on, didn't hit, but fired a warning shot of sorts towards an American ship in the last couple weeks? They test fired, I believe, a ballistic missile in the last few weeks. And yet in a few days, they're scheduled to have the relief of all those sanctions. The basic question being, this does not seem like a country that is ready to be welcomed back into the community of nations.
Yeah, that's right, Jake. And certainly the United States has been concerned with the kind of provocative, destabilizing actions that have been a hallmark of Iranian behavior over the last several decades, in fact. And that's why, that is why the United States and this president made it a priority to organize the international community to reach an agreement with Iran that will prevent them from obtaining a nuclear weapon. This agreement is actually the best way for us to ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. And based on them following through with their commitment to ship 98% of their uranium stockpile out of the country, which they followed through on over the holidays, Iran right now actually doesn't even have the nuclear material necessary to build one nuclear weapon. And we all did all that without a single American shot being fired. So that's an indication that we're making some progress in countering the threat that is posed by Iran.
I hear you, but they have 10 American sailors in their custody right now, Josh. I mean, I think there are probably a lot of Americans watching this thinking, why are we about to give them sanction relief? They have 10 Americans in wherever they have them, in a boat, in a cell, whatever.
Well, because these were sanctions that were imposed on Iran over their nuclear program, and as soon as Iran takes the steps that they've committed to take, and those steps that can be verified by international nuclear experts, then we'll know that Iran will not develop a nuclear weapon. That said, Jake, we're going to continue sanctions in place against Iran because of their support for terrorism. We're going to continue to have sanctions in place against Iran because of their continued development of their ballistic missile program. And we've been pretty clear about the fact that Iran is going to be subject to additional sanctions because of the tests they conducted at the end of last year. So, we continue to be concerned about this situation. That precisely is why the president made preventing Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon a top national security priority, and we're making progress in actually accomplishing that goal.